Living in the future, why your body doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's fake. You see, our minds, especially when we give something like a lot of energy, it really doesn't know the difference between something you've imagined and something that's actually happening, which is interesting because your mind is stronger than you think, right? Well, here's a question. Let me ask you a question. What if your entire life right now is just your body reacting to your memories? What if your entire life was just your body reacting to your memories, right? What if your emotions, your stress levels, your hesitations, your fears, your scarcity, right? Let's just say it's not even today, right? But let's just say those are some of the echoes from yesterday disguised as the truth, right? So here's what I want to tell you. Here's what we know. You see, here's what most people don't realize. Most people don't realize is the body doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's fake. What you're thinking versus what you're experiencing. You see, you can imagine being in love and your body will release oxytocin like it's actually happening, right? You can imagine danger and your body will flood with cortisol like you're under attack, right? So the question is, who's programming your body? Who's programming your body? That's the question, right? Is your future or is your past programming your body? Is my future or my past programming my body? Is my future or my past programming my body? That's a really great question, right? You see, science has already confirmed this. According to Dr. Joe Dispenza, by the time you're 35, 95% of who you are is a memorized set of behaviors. By the time you turn 35, who you are is a set of memorized behaviors, emotional reactions, and unconscious habits. You see, you're not thinking, you're remembering, right? You're not feeling, you're recycling. Well, Gerald, what does that mean? That's why you can say, I want to be successful, but your body says, nah, we don't want to do that. That's not who we are. We're not successful, right? That's what the body says, right? Why? Why is your body saying this? Because your nervous system has memorized failure. Your nervous system has memorized failure because your body is addicted to struggle. You've been rehearsing disappointment after disappointment. And you've been doing it for so long that even when opportunity shows up, you don't even recognize it. Self-sabotage seems to be your second best thing. It just feels familiar again. A lot of times we don't want to fail. We're just addicted to not succeeding. Living from the future, living into your future is the best thing for you to do, not living from your past, right? You keep waiting for your circumstances to change before you feel different. That's not how it works. You need to feel different before your circumstances even change. I'll feel confident, Gerald, when I get the job. I'll feel peace, Gerald, when I leave this city. No, you need to feel peace right now. I'll feel love when the right person shows up. No, you need to feel love right now. Here's what I know. Your body doesn't wait. It responds. So if you want the future to come, you have to feel it first. If you want the future to come, it's not later. It's not someday. Well, Gerald, when is it? It's right now. Your future is right now. When you live from your future, your biology changes. When you live from your future, your biology changes, right? Your body becomes a magnet, okay? Your emotions become the signature calls from your future into your present, right? That's just law of attraction. That's just biology in play in real time. I want to ask you guys something. Do you want healing? Do you want to feel whole right now? Do you want to feel love right now? Be the frequency, be the energy of what you say you want. If you want success, embody the feelings of what success would feel like. What would I feel like if I had the life of my dreams? What would I feel like if everything I asked God for or the universe for came true for me? What would that feel like? Let's break this down scientifically. When you meditate or you visualize something, right? Or you deeply imagine something, what's actually happening, right? When you're deeply imagining your future, you're in that moment, right? Your brain fires in new patterns. It begins to rewire your identity. The longer you hold your visions, the longer you hold that emotion, that elevated emotion, that joy, that gratitude, that love, the more your body thinks it's already happening. Really, Gerald? Yep. You no longer are living in the present based on the past. You're no longer living you're living in the present anchored in the future. You're living in the present, but it's based in the future. And that's when your body becomes a bridge between two different realities, right? Where the old you dissolves and the new you becomes inevitable. It's just bound to happen, right? So fear, doubt, emotional detox it doesn't belong in your future, right? Emotional detox does, right? But let's just be honest. When you start doing this kind of work, when you start working on yourself, when you start really becoming the person you want to be, when you start doing this work, your body's going to say, oh, whoa, wait a minute, wait. I'm used to you being negative. I'm used to you not being positive. It'll say, it feels fake. This is too much. Who do you think you are? Remember when you're start to doubt yourself. Why would I doubt myself, Gerald? Because you're disrupting a chemical addiction. You've been addicted to worrying. You've been addicted to chaos. Really. Just take a look at your life and see what's familiar to you. What do you gravitate towards? And when you stop feeding that drama, that chaos, your body starts to go through withdrawals and it says, wait a minute, Kevin, right? It's around 9 o'clock. You're typically sad, right? Let me say this very clearly to you guys. If you want the life you've never had, pay attention and write this down. You have to become someone you've never been. If you want the life you've never had, you have to become someone that you've never been before. And that means leaving the past behind, leaving behind the emotions that have kept you safe and small. How do I do this, Gerald? How do I become this new person that I've always dreamed of? What direction do I need to go? Gerald, please I'm going to give you some bullet points here, okay? Here's what I want you to do. Starting today, no more living in the past. No more living in the past. Wake up and feel your future every day. Write that down. Wake up and feel my future. Second thing I want you to do, I want you to meditate on the version of you that already has peace. Meditate on the version of you, right? Write from the future. Speak from the future. Feel the gratitude before you get the thing. Let your body memorize your future. Let your body memorize your vision. That's your environment. Your environment has no choice but to submit to what you think about. Because when you hold the frequency of the future long enough, the world must respond. Not because it's magic or it's some mystical thing, but your energy, the outside world must reflect your energy, not because it's magic or it's coherent. You are aligned with who you say you are because you're feeling it. You're no longer aligned with who you were. You're starting to align with who you've become, right? Guys, there is no tomorrow. All we've been gifted is today by God's grace and the universe's grace and mercy. So please make sure that you're living in a future and feeling your future right now. You're not stuck. You're just loyal to a version of yourself that no longer fits your future. If you want to break the cycle, start imagining the future until your body forgets the past. Write that down. Start imagining the future until your body forgets the past. You see, that's the work you have to do. That's the freedom. That's the path you want to take. And remember, there's no tomorrow. Tomorrow is filled with regret. Regret for what you could have done today. Only in this moment, right now. Choose it, live it, feel it until it becomes real. Guys, make sure you feel your future right now. Make sure you step into your future right now. Hold the emotions, hold the energy of what your life would feel like if you got everything you wanted. Guys, this is Fearless Conversations. If you want help stepping into the next level of your life, do me a favor, go to geraldfears.com, book your one-on-one session with me, and let me help you cross over to the river of change. Let's rewire the lies and unlock your future together. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Please stay fearless. And remember to subscribe, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. I love you guys so much. May God bless you and keep you. I'll see you soon.